Alright, so a couple days ago I watched Haters Back Off, Season 1, Episode 4, Road Trip with My Uncle. Now this episode features, Miranda being sort of conned and lied to by her uncle, that that she's gonna play some big place in the Big Apple, right? Which is, the Big Apple? No, it's the Big Apple, Seattle. And the mom character has a relationship with Pastor Keith, uh, and I hate this show. I fucking hate this show. Like there's some good gags here and there, but I'm constantly surprised at the lack of heart in the moments of heart. That's what makes these things. That's where they con you. In Scrubs, you'll have at the end of the episode have something emotionally resonant about it, even if it's not your cup of tea, comedically. But it falls flat. And maybe this show will build to something greater. I've continuously been saying that, but there's it's this certain type of humor. It's this so Miranda often will say things in this episode, especially I noticed mispronounce things like more so than any other episode in this one. But yeah, okay, they have this tour bus that has a really sort of a cringy painting of Miranda on the side that was done by her, this guy with the Jag Freshener. I can't remember his name. He's completely knows the guy. And it's just the family van painted as a tour bus for the show. It doesn't really exist. And Uncle fucking I don't even remember his name. Uncle Jimmy, whatever the hell it was. Really, doesn't want to play the show. He's nervous about it. Pastor Keith offers to help. He knows some people, and it doesn't happen. And then eventually they stumble upon a karaoke night, right? It's in a bar, and she sings All That Jazz, and it goes really wrong because they have like a smoke machine and bubbles and stuff, and everybody's slipping, and Steve, whatever the fuck Uncle dude's name is, it ends up in his boxers repeatedly throughout this episode, because at the beginning of the episode, Keith does all the laundry for the family, but he refuses to, let Keith do his, fucking laundry. But in this episode, the big thing is where her YouTube origins come from. This episode, this is where she finally agrees on the stage name of Miranda Sings. And I think I think Miranda Sings is a great stage name. I think it's incredibly great. I noticed that they use flip phones in this, which makes me think that it takes place in like '06, but it's not the case. Like a lot of people in the show have iPhones, and there's some other references. Apparently, Miranda's sister is really into painting, and so is Pastor Keith, and they reference Frida Kahlo in this fucking show, which is kind of cool. Way to go! Props. Miranda Sings. Props to the Miranda Sings Haters Back Off team for a Frida Kahlo reference in this abomination. So the preacher, Pastor Keith, whatever, is really helpful in this episode. They really hammer home how helpful he is around the house, like picking up things for the mom with the fake neck brace and fake fucked up wrist, and Miranda's sister Emily catches him sniffing neck braces. So he has like a disability fetish, basically. Like he has a fetish for this stuff. And that's a good gag too. I think that's creepy and funny, and it's pretty great. And they break up at the end of this episode. I think that the video, I believe, I can't remember if it ended this way, but man, this show is not fun. But I think that the ironic success of this character building up and her coming to terms with that could make for a good story. I think that there's a story potential here, but the structure of each given episode is really fucked, especially because of this Netflix thing where they tack on 2 extra minutes, like where they have a little bit more flexibility with their episode length, because you don't get confided to the commercial break thing, which is what makes for traditional sitcom structure. And since the show follows a traditional sitcom structure, it gets hooked by testing the limits of your attention span for something like this. At least for me. And I'm a young man, but I might be too old for this shit. And thanks for watching.